In this video, I'm going to go over the chamfer command. So if we go up to modify here and we look at chamfer, we can see the options here. So the first one we're going to do is an edge chamfer. So we've got this little vertical edge here. We're going to click on it, and by default, it has equal distances. So if we pull that back, we're measuring down the distance from that corner straight down, whatever it is. So 0.5, so it means it's 0.5 from here measured straight up to there. We can also tell it to do two distances, so we can have two different distances there. Or we can tell it to have a distance and angles. Now we can have distance in going in one direction and then an angle from that edge. So you can see from here it's getting bigger as we're moving away from that edge. We can hit flip to flip the direction also. But the most common chamfer is just the equal distance. This corner type here, right now it doesn't matter, but if I hold control and I pick these other edges, and I can, now that's too big because it's farther than that, if I bring it back, now I can tell it to do this chamfer where it's going to kind of make it the end like that. I can do a miter where it's just going to make each one go straight. Or I can do a blend where it kind of chops off the corner. Kind of, in the most part, we're just going to use the single edge ones for this part. And we can change that up. You can still pick multiple edges by holding control and say OK. We can also do, like I said, we can do just the edge. There, just that top edge, and it's there. So it gets a little bit more going on once we have a shape like this. So if I do a chamfer here, and I pick this edge, and you can see that it's selected all the way around, and that's because this little option here called Tangent Chain was turned on. And now if I tell it to be a certain size, you can see it's going all the way around, and it'll only let me make it as big as the wall thickness is. So I can make it like 0.06. And now I've got a little chamfer around the edge of the tube there. That's great, but what if I want to actually cut the whole corner of this off? So if I go back in to the chamfer, and I unselect tangent chain, now I can pick on just a single edge. And this is 1.5 by 3 inch tubing, so I can say 1.5, and you can see it's going to cut that all the way to the corner. I can say OK. Go back over here, and I tell it to do a chamfer again. Make sure that's unchecked. Pick here, and now I can do 3. It's going to do that edge, and it's going to take away whichever edge you select. So if I really want to cut off the top edge, I can tell 3, and there we go. And so now I can put these together, and if I copy this, stuck another one in here, and stuck them together, I can make a 90 degree joint like that. If I made this cut 22.5, now I'd have a 45 degree joint, and so on and so forth.